Good morning. Saturday morning, I like to talk about some books I've recently read, and today we're going to talk about Pony Boys and This Day's Joy. And it's not a coincidence that the authors' last names are the same. We're going to talk about that too. First, I'd like to say thanks to everybody who's supporting me and giving me encouragement and well wishes when I took the quick trip to San Francisco. Flew out Thursday morning, was in San Francisco Thursday. Yesterday, we went to the academy, did a live demo of Reflex Protect. 6 of the cadets, instead of being sprayed with OC, were sprayed with Reflex Protect's Presidia gel and then deconned with Reflex Remove. And it was a fantastic day because we told everyone, and there were captains and chiefs and a lot of important people there from a bunch of different police agencies around the Bay Area. And we said, this hits harder than OC and we can decon it way quicker. And, you're going to be skeptical, and police officers are always a little skeptical in law enforcement because it's a survival mechanism. You're skeptical, it keeps you alive when, things are out there. So we told them what it was. We told them how it worked, what Reflex Protect was, different things. Then we went outside and they picked some of the cadets to be sprayed with Reflex Protect. And we had side by side, one cadet being sprayed with pepper spray, the other cadet being sprayed with Reflex Protect. Boom. Eyes were immediately shut. His battle buddy, helped him along the way. We got to the decon station. We started deconning with Reflex Remove. They started deconning the traditional way with water and soap and such for the pepper spray. And, I'm videoing the first guy, right? And he's eyes open. I can see saying, I'm going to be able to drive tonight. Hey, that worked. God, I hated it, but that decon worked fast. And back behind him, the guy that was sprayed with pepper spray at the same time is still just flushing with water and hating life. And when people saw this repeatedly, because we did it more than once, they were like, wow. And we already had people, chiefs writing to us yesterday saying they wanted to purchase. I mean, that quick. They saw it in the morning and it's a game changer. So it was a really good trip to San Francisco. And I just appreciate everybody that said, hey, and well wishes and safe travels, because it was a really quick trip, but very productive. And so that was fun. But I want to talk a little bit about a couple books. Let's talk about Pony Boys first by Richard Prosch. I'm not a big Western reader, so when I read this one, it was a good change, and I enjoyed it, and it's a fun read. It's a novel, so it's just a fun novel. If you like Westerns, hey, put this on your list. If you're not a Western reader like me, hey, read it anyway. I mean, it's a good change of pace, and so that's what I enjoyed it for. And that's what I read novels for. I don't read novels to learn tactics when I read a Tom Clancy. I don't read Western to learn how to ride a horse or anything. I read novels for fun and enjoyment. It's something to do to take my mind off of everything else, enjoy the stories. And with this Pony Boys by Richard Prosch, I enjoyed the story. And so it was fun. And this is autographed. Richard actually sent me a copy of it. And so I really appreciate that, so it's another signed book in my collection of signed books, and it was a fun read. So thank you, Richard. I know you sometimes watch Coffee with Alain a little bit later during the day. Really appreciate you sending this, and I enjoyed it. So thank you very much. Before I get to the next book, I'm going to say good morning to Jay. Appreciate you being here. I appreciate the comments about Reflex Protect and the trip going well. And Dixon, thank you for the welcome home. Appreciate that as well. And I'll be seeing you here. The next time I get on a plane, I'll be coming down to Florida, where I'll see you down there, Dixon. We're both going to be teaching down at the Korean Martial Art Festival. And I need to do a whole program one of these mornings real soon about that, because it's coming up. And if you don't have your tickets yet, and you don't have your hotel booked, there's still time. And I encourage you to do it if you're a martial artist. It is just a great event. You do not have to be a Korean martial artist to go. Dan Severin's going to be one of the instructors there. He's not a Korean martial artist. So even though it's called the Korean Martial Art Festival, It's heavily influenced by Korean martial artists like myself, Hapkido, and others there. Not everyone is a Korean martial artist, and you don't have to be a Korean martial artist to go. And we'll talk more about that soon. Let's talk about the second book, This Day's Joy by Gina Prosch. Same last name, happens to be the wife of Richard. And this is not a novel. And this was sort of a unique little book that I really enjoyed reading. And now my wife is enjoying it. And the whole process, in the first few pages, it sort of lays out, what this book is sort of about and why. And basically, Gina was looking for something every day that you could be joyful about. And it could be the simplest, smallest little things. And what a great way to live life, of enjoying simple things every day, and every day finding something that you can be joyful about. And then the rest of the book is laid out where you could read it one a day, like a daily meditation, and you read one thing a day and go through the year. Or you can read it more quickly like I did. And there were just certain ones that, really popped out to me and said, hey, that's cool. I enjoy that as well. One of them, going to go to page 211, because that was one that I really liked, and you'll see why here in a minute. This Day's Joy, a new empty bookshelf. There is no such thing as too many books, only a need for more shelves. So when there's a brand new bookshelf just waiting to be filled, it's a red letter day. I understand that one completely. You can't have too many books, and books bring me joy as well. And so I read that one and said, that's right. And another one I really liked, you go to 267, This Day's Joy, M&Ms, because I've always been a big M&Ms fan, and a big bag of M&Ms, chocolate covered in a candy shell, melting in my mouth, not in my hands. Yum. In the sharing size, not sharing. So I love that one, because I always look at that sharing size and said, what do you mean sharing? That's not enough to share. I used to buy the big 1 pound bags. I was like, that's not enough to share. I want the whole big giant bag. But that's what the book is about. It's just enjoying and having joy for little things. And if you brought that philosophy into your life, where every day you look for something that you can enjoy and it brings some joy to you. One of the ones in here is about petting your animal, whether that's a dog like me, and that brings joy to Rocky and me. I heard something on the radio the other day, and actually it is good for humans and it's good for our pets. And so having that connection, and that was in there. And if you're not a dog person, she says, whatever animal that you connect with, connecting with that animal on a daily basis can bring joy. But to look for that daily is only going to make you happier and enjoy life more. And that's why I thought this book really fits with Enjoy Life Safely. And this book is also signed, so it goes in my signed collection. And she wrote, Alain, you supply the safety and I'll kickstart the joy. And I love that, right? So those are just 2 books I wanted to share this morning. You can find them on Amazon, and you can go out there and find those. Like I said, I was fortunate enough to get 2 autographed copies, one of each, from Richard and Gina, and it's good reads. So sharing those today. Most Saturdays I'll share some different books, things that I've currently finished, and I currently finished both of these within the last week and wanted to share with everybody, give you something new and different to go put in your reading list, and to thank Richard and Gina for sending those, because I enjoyed both of them. So get out, enjoy the day, find something that will bring you joy today, and then keep that habit up every day, and it'll just make life a little bit better. And I will see everyone tomorrow.